Hi, I'm Katie Case,
And I'm Joshua Case.
and we're the owners of American Tax Service in Franklin, Indiana. So we've been working hard to find answers to questions that people have on their taxes or their tax returns. And tonight we're talking about the child tax credit. Remember that when we're done, if you have more questions or anything specific you want to ask us, please write it in the comments and we'll see if we can find an answer. So tonight for the child tax credit, what is it? Who can use it? When can you not use it? For example, when is your child too old to claim them anymore? So Josh is going to tell us more.
Hi. So, child tax credit there's multiple types of the child tax credit. So, I'm sorry if I get too far into the weeds, but hopefully I answer any questions you might have as to why you clicked on our video here. But the child tax credit has a refundable or a non refundable portion to it. The non refundable portion is up to $2,000 per child who is 16 and under on 12/31 of that year. Now, it can only be applied to your taxable income or actually your tax liability. So if you do not have sufficient tax liability to use the whole 2000 per child, then you can get potentially up to $1,600 per child as a refundable credit. Now, the difference between that is the refundable, you don't have to have any tax to get the credit. The unfortunate part of the refundable credit is it's capped at 15% of your total income. Now, if you have a bunch of kids and you have very little income, then you're not going to get a whole bunch of money. If you only make, say, $10,000, well, 15%, you're looking at $1,500. So you can't even get the $1,600 per kid that you're allowed because you're capped at 15%. In the year that they turn 17, then the credit goes from $2,000 down to $500. And that $500 credit you can get for any dependent going forward. So once they are no longer qualifying for the non-refundable credit of 2000, you can now use the 500 as long as they're living in your home. And that could be a dependent for the non for the other dependent, which is the $500. That could be used for anyone over 17 or 17 and over.
Now, can they live in the home for just part of the year, or do they have to live in the home the whole year to take that?
So for any of the credits, they have to live in your home for at least half the year. The Even if they're your parents and you're taking care of your parents or your nieces, your nephews, whomever it is, if they're in your home, you can take them as a other dependent credit. The Those who qualify for the child tax credit, they could be your own children, they could be adopted children, they could be foster kids, they can be stepchildren, they could be your grandchildren, and as long as they are 16 and under. And one other qualifying factor for the child tax credit is you have to pay for more than half of their well-being. So if they are producing enough income on their own to pay for more than half of their well-being, then technically you can't take them, even though they're still in high school, even though they live under your roof. So
Excellent. Thank you so much. Remember, if you have more questions for us on something we haven't covered, put it in the comments and we'll see if we can't get you an answer. Make sure you like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll have some more videos coming your way real soon.
Have a wonderful night.